So, welcome the students of class 7, welcome to our social science e-learning class, and today in this class we are going to discuss the geography chapter 7, another subunit from this chapter, okay, and it is in page number 50 and 51, and our today's topic, it is the railways and waterways. So, previous classes I have discussed about the settlement, transport and roadways. I hope you have watched that video that I have published in few days ago. Now, today we are going to discuss the railways and waterways. Railways and waterways. So, first it is railways. You know that railways are very useful to carry heavy goods and people over long distances from one region of the country to another region quickly and easily. So, the railway was first invented in the time of industrial revolution. In long ago, it is in 18th century in the Europe, okay, by some people, and lot of people they also contributed in the discovery of steam engine. First the James Watt, and steam railway engine was invented by George Stephenson. Arkwright they also much helped to improve those machines, okay, and it was now, and George Stephenson was the person who first invented railway steam engine. And in 20th century the old steam engines they were replaced by the diesel and electric engines, largely because they can pull the railways, pull the entire train with much more speed. And today in our world, in the 30 or 40 decades ago, the electric engines also replaced the diesel and petrol engines, okay. And now some super fast trains also introduced all over the world. Some of them use magnetic forces, okay, to travel one place to another place. And some of the fastest railways in the world are the Shinkansen in Japan, and it runs at a high speed of 320 km per hour, as well as in recent time China also developed another train that they demanded. It is the high speed is 431 km per hour, and its name Shanghai Maglev, and average speed 317 km per hour. Shanghai Maglev and Shinkansen. So, this type of railways also developed in other countries. So, you can hear the horn of the railways also. So, I am discussing the railways and they indicating something with the horns, okay. So, except this type of railways, some other type of rail networks also established in different parts of the country, and today in our India the metro railways, almost in every big city the metro railway project was started, and successfully it was first inaugurated in our city, nearest city, that is Kolkata, metropolitan city Kolkata.
Good morning, sir.
And as advanced technological skills have enabled people to line railway lines in the difficult mountain terrains, such as in the Tibetan plateau also, and the train from Xinjiang province to Xinjiang to Lhasa in Tibet, is the capital of Tibet. It runs at an altitude of 4,000 meter, average 4,000 meter of altitude and above the sea level, and the highest point of its 5,072 meters. So, can you imagine that it was also possible through the modern technologies and machines to introduce railways on such a high altitude region. Indian Railways, with its 17 different divisions, is well developed and largest in Asia, and it is also the largest employer of the world. And the Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway system connecting St. Petersburg in western Russia to Vladivostok in the Pacific coast. So, you can see the Trans-Siberian Railway in the map in page number 51. Okay, students. So, this is the railway network. Now, next that means of transport is the waterways, and waterways are mainly used long ago from the ancient times for trade. You know that the different civilizations like the Indian civilization, the Roman civilization, as well as the Mesopotamians and the Persians, they also, and Arabs also traveled through big ships, and they used big ships through the waterways from and participated in the trade and commercial activity between the civilization and between the countries. Today also it is the waterways were used to waterways are used for transportation, mainly the heavy goods, and it is the cheapest means for transport and cheapest for carrying heavy and bulky goods over long distances. So, today also the crude oil, okay, means unrefined oils, also transported in the same way through the waterways using big oil tankers. Waterways also divided into two different parts. It is the inland waterways, and another one it is the sea routes. Another one it is the sea routes. So, what is inland waterways? That navigable rivers and lakes are used in inland waterways. Some of the important inland waterways in the world are Ganga Brahmaputra river system, and in India there are 4 major national water routes, inland water routes, river routes, okay, such as the Yamuna, using Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Ganga, etc. And Ganga Brahmaputra river system is one of the biggest river system and inland water system, waterways, as well as the Great Lakes of North America, including the 5 lakes such as Huron, Erie, Ontario, Superior and Michigan. So, these lakes also used for transportation from one city those and to another city situated on the bank of these rivers, such as Chicago and Detroit in Canada. And another one, it is the Nile River in Africa. So, Nile River also used to carry, and through Nile River they also use this for transportation, and from Mediterranean Sea, from the estuary of Nile River in the Mediterranean Sea into the middle of the Africa, okay, through Egypt, between the Egypt. So, these are the inland waterways. Now, what is sea route? The sea routes are oceanic routes and mostly used for transporting merchandise and goods from one country to another country. And some routes are connected with big ports and linked to one another, such as in India, Mumbai is the largest port situated in the bank of Arabian Sea, as well as New York, Los Angeles, Boston, this is in USA, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, Durban and Cape Town in South Africa, London and Rotterdam in United Kingdom, and in Europe, and like Canton in China, Vladivostok in Russia. These are some big ports. Okay. Of the, so these are some big ports of the world. Okay, students. So I hope you have understood the two means of transport, two different ways of transport. These are railway network and waterways. So if you have any question from this subunit, you can ask me. Okay, no. Okay, no problem. Then I'll ask some question to you. Okay, so I'm asking some question from the previous classes. Okay, tell me the answers. I'll give you 4 options. Okay, so the first question from that previous classes. So I have already discussed, it is not mentioned in the book. Can you tell me that which is the longest national highway in India? You have to mention thus the number. Okay, Akash also present. Okay, so tell me that what is the longest national highway in the India? Yes, very good. It is National Highway 44. From which part of the country to which part? Can you tell me that thing? NH 44 from which part of the country to which place? Okay. Okay, Debayan also joined. Devayan, give your attendance, mention your name in the chat box. So NH 44, it is spread from the northern region, from Srinagar. Good morning, Devayan. From Srinagar up to the Kanyakumari. It is okay. So previously it was NH7 from Varanasi to Kanyakumari. Now it is Srinagar to Kanyakumari, NH 44. Okay. So now the another question. Another question I am asking from the transport. So can you tell me that what is llama? So, and which country it was used for transport? In which countries, in which areas of the world it was used for transport? Yes, Sanchari, very good. Sanchari given the correct answer. Okay, it is. Now, what is llamas? Llamas and yaks are different. Yaks are found not in Andes mountain regions. Yaks are in Tibet, Tibetan mountain range. Yes, South America, very good. Llama is one type of sheep. It is not a sheep. It's like, it looks like camel. Okay, half camel, half sheep. is one type of animal is with long neck. It's called llama, and these are used in Andes mountain ranges. Okay, if you have read the comics, the Tintin, okay, so in that part it was mentioned about this type of animals. Yes, they provide us wool and they found in South America. Mainly the red Indians in Andes mountain region, some tribal people, they use this animal, they tamed this animal. Very good, Akash and Shanchari also. Now listen, another question I am asking. So what is the main problem in the cities? Those people living in the cities, what are the negative side? What are the problems in the cities? Major problems. Those are living in the cities, what are the major problems they have to face? Air pollution, it is, yes, it is number one, air pollution. Number two, so lack of place. The availability of open space is it is very difficult to find any vacant place or any playground or all these things. Yes, lack of open space. So that's why people are suffocated. So people feeling suffocating in this region, in the town and cities. And also there are some other problems are there. Yes, less trees. So these are some problems. Okay. And what are the good side? Okay, so now tell me what are the negative sides of the villages? What are the negative sides of the village region? Yes, it is the positive side. Now the negative side of the village area. The people living in the village area, they also face some type of difficulties, some kind of difficulties every day's life. What are the difficulties? Yes, they use non-purified water. Not all of them, but most of them, that the water scarcity is there in, but it's not common because the purified water was not there. Most of them they use the water from the tube wells, okay, or hand pumps. And the most, yes, no hospital. Yes, some of the villages are very remote, situated in remote places, and the healthcare facilities is not present on these areas. So that's why it is very difficult for the people who are living on these regions. If any emergency medical condition arise, so then they have to move to they have to rush towards the towns and cities because the lack of medical facilities. And the number two, that is the lack of schools. It is also the lack of the educational institutions also there, not only the schools, also colleges also, okay, and other institutes also. And another important thing, that the transport, it is not so developed in some rural areas. So that's why it is a very difficult also for the people. So you have already read some these differences and what these problems in class 6 civics, last chapters. Okay, so here as a transport, so as a place of settlement, in this chapter you have read all this. Okay. Now the last question I am asking, okay, so tell me that what is golden quadrilateral? What is golden quadrilateral? What is golden quadrilateral? Okay, some of them typing, so I am waiting for the answer. What is golden quadrilateral? Okay, so a road joining metropolitan cities of the country. Yes, very good. The four major metros in the four different parts of the country, like Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and Delhi. So, a road project, a highway project that connect the four different cities or metro cities, these are called, and that are called golden quadrilateral. Yes, the highway connecting Kolkata, Mumbai, Delhi, and Chennai. Yes, very good. Yatharth and Akash, and also Devayan. Yes. Yes, Sharuna. It is also very useful for most of the major industrial, agriculture, and cultural centers of India, and it forms a quadrilateral connecting the four major cities. Yes, the golden quadrilateral is a highway connecting. Yes, very good. Sanchari also given the correct answer. Okay, so tell me that can you tell me that what is the difference between the expressways and the highways? What is the difference between the expressways and the highways? Why we need more expressways for to develop our country? So most of the developed countries, they have expressways. So from the name you can understand what is the difference between the highways and expressways. Such as Durgapur Expressway, Pune Expressway. Okay, so these are some expressways. Belguri Expressway. Okay, so what is the answer? Because expressways have more space to move more vehicles. Yes, it is a good answer. Expressways are made for long distance travels and highways are made for short distance travels. Yes, it's a generic term given in roadways which connected important cities, yes, towns, etc. usually have 4 lanes to provide high speed traffic. But in expressways, yes. So usually in a highway there are 4 lanes, there are 2 for that side and another for 2 side. Okay. But in expressways, in high speed road and little access consist of several facilities like access of ramps, lane dividers, etc. So all these things are there to avoid the diversion. So and the cars they can maintain, and all the heavy vehicles they can maintain at a high speed from to reach one part to another part of the country without any hassle. Okay. So all of the students given the correct answer. So thank you for giving the correct answer and watching this class. So I am finishing today's class. So next class we will discuss another topic, another new chapter from your history book. So thank you for watching. Bye everyone.